2026, and we start our travels once more. Well, at least I hope so. What have I been doing for the last 2 months? Well, trying to sort the gearbox out, taking the gearbox out, replacing the engine, putting the engine back, a replacement engine, and then hopefully get out. Here's the start of the story. Guinea stands for the North Traveller, and that's what we are. We're Northern Travellers. You know when it's windy, when you've got waves on a canal, that's when it's really windy. Well, here I am. And one could argue, what have you been doing since January? And believe me, I do a lot of work on boats, engines, electrics, the whole works, and I have never ever taken so long as I have with this boat. Everything just went wrong on me. Mainly stupidity on my behalf, but you know, mostly things just wrong sizes, wrong positions, can't get everything accurate at all. It's been a nightmare, it really has. But anyway, we're here now. Hopefully we'll be at the weekend and you'll start to see some movement. At the moment it is just a question of doing a trial run and seeing that everything goes all right. First job was to take a gearbox out and get it repaired. As it turned out, no one could replace it. No one had ever seen one before, and it would cost me more to get a refitted gearbox than it would be to get a recon engine. So it was out with the engine and then in with the new one. Nice system to get the new engine out, replace the old. Hopefully it'll all work. Up and running. All systems go. Engine in, and now it's time to get the boat out. Well, that was the plan, but then I had endless problems trying to get Morse cables to fit and adjust them accordingly. Finally got there. Then Friday, 27th of March, we were ready to take it out. Almost 3 months, and we're ready to go. And we're away, the first trip. First trip this year, but also the first trip since we've had all the work done. Let's hope it works. Good. Gearbox is working. Ish. Gearbox. Yes, our first trip out. As you can tell, it's quite windy and it's forecast to get worse, and rain as well tomorrow. But anyway, we're going to see how far we get. We're going to see what we can do. The main thing is to try the engine out and make sure everything's functioning. But it is cold. Fairly windy, the wind's getting up now. It's supposed to be raining soon. We're just going to turn it around and then head back, and hopefully everything will be alright. See how it goes anyway. Well, it didn't quite go to plan. We got this horrible noise at low revs. That was terrible. And then at high revs, it began to really whine, and the vibration was ridiculous. Just look at the vibration, and this is way away from the engine. Nice section of the canal as you enter Chester, really. This is Christleton, the famous Cheshire Cat, but it's a lovely part of Cheshire. regardless of what was going on, our job was still to enjoy the day out and get to the winding hole, turn around and fetch it back before we do any real damage. But it was very annoying, really. I'm sure it's nothing major, but you know, best be on the safe side. Well, this is a good start. There's tree down. Well, not a complete tree, looks like a big branch. But yeah, this was reported a few days ago, but apparently they've been trying to take it apart bit by bit, but it's still a lot of it in the water. We should be able to get through, I think. Keep over to one side. Yeah, go across there, smash the fence down there. We're all the way up here to go all the way back to the mooring to carry on to the Shady Oak. But we're going to stop at Crystleton at the Cheshire Cat tonight, and I phoned Robbie, who's really helpful. I've been trying to get through to the Quay Diesel, but I couldn't get through to tell him about all this noise that I'm not happy with at all. At the winding hole, we just gently turn the boat round. I'm almost convinced, you know, I can get this boat turned around without a winding hole, especially on the canal we're on. But I've yet to try it. I'm just a bit worried about each side being very narrow and us getting stuck sideways across the canal. But otherwise, I might have to give it a go one day when I've got a few strong people aboard to push us off. Now we have the engine clunking like mad. It's very consistent though, even this is at high revs as well. Backwards quite well. No, there's no clunking. Some lovely noises out of this. I could make a tune out of all of this. Sounds a bit better now. When we're doing 20,000 revs, and it sounds slightly better, but the gearbox, the whine from the gearbox is quite noisy, and a lot of vibration underfoot. You feel a vibration coming up underfoot. So I'll get in touch with them and see what the problem is. After a relaxing night, at the Cheshire Cat, and my favourite drink, the Irish coffee. We spent the night there and then made our way back. We decided not to carry on to the Shady Oak due to the noises and issues. We might cause more damage. So we stopped back at our mooring where Sarah had a nice rest from all the noise and trembling and shuddering of the boat. Well, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and please subscribe if you can. You don't have to pay anything. It just means that it adds to the numbers watching. And this is Sarah 10 years ago. If everything gets sorted out in the meantime, we've got a 10-day coming up in about 2 weeks' time. Thank you.